So first we'll some checkmate in one puzzle. Let's see how much you are good at it. So this is white to move and checkmate in one move. So how you are going to give a checkmate?
H7, queen H7.
Yeah, queen takes H7, that would be checkmate, see, because this king cannot escape, the queen is guarding it, and king cannot kill the queen as well because bishop is protecting the queen. Very good. I'll just set up another one. So yeah, how about this one? White to move, and again same thing, mate in one move.
Rook C8.
Very good, very good. See, and this king cannot escape because bishop is guarding it.
Bishop is guarding H7.
H7, very good. Okay, how about this one?
Bishop E4.
Very good, very good. Bravo. So this is bishop E4, and let's switch to some more puzzle like this. Okay, mate in one move. White to move, mate in one move.
Bishop H6.
Yes, of course. Bishop H6, that's a checkmate because king cannot go anywhere, right? All the light square are guarded by the bishop. Very good. Okay, now let's switch to some little difficult, little mud. Let's see. White to move, again mate in one move. So now in this position, so many checks are available, but you have to find the correct one.
Bishop A5.
Yes, very good. See, bishop A5 will work because see, whenever we have these kinds of position where so many checks available, we always look for the escape square, right? And there is only one escape square, which is C7, which is not protected by any of the white pieces. So C7 is the only escape square for the black king. So we have to guard the C7 square as well as the D8 square. So by playing bishop A5, we are guarding both the squares, right?
Yes.
Very good, very good. Okay, let's switch to another one. Okay, this one. White to move, again checkmate in one move.
Bishop B3.
Yes, very good. Bishop B3, that's a checkmate. All right, let's switch to some difficult one like this. Okay, white to move, again mate in one move. And remember, escape square is the key. Once you find the escape square, then of course you are going to find the mate in one position.
Bishop C3.
Yes, that's a checkmate, see, because the king is having only one escape square, which is B4, and once we play bishop C3, we are covering B4 square as well as the A5 square, right? Very good, very good. Now let's switch to some little difficult puzzles of checkmate in one move only. Okay, let's see. Okay, this one, white to move, mate in one move. So again, escape square is the key. So fine, is there any escape square for the black king?
Yes.
Yes.
No,
right? There is no escape square. All squares are well guarded by the white pieces. So when we see there is no escape square, we only just have to find a check so that there should be no change in the escape squares. For example, see, if I give you a check like this, then there is a change in the escape square, which is this square. So earlier the rook was guarding this square, but now playing this move, now this square is not guarded anymore. So that's why you have to find a check in such a way so that there should be No change in the escape squares.
Rook E7.
Okay, rook e7 was a nice try, but see, when you play rook e7, there is a change in the escape square, which is f6 square. So earlier bishop was guarding it, but now by playing rook e7, now bishop is not guarding this square, so I can just escape like this. So remember, there should not be any change in the escape square. We have a similar check available like a rook e7 only. That will not make any change in the escape squares. So, any idea?
No, sir.
Okay, see, fine. Try to look for all the checks available. Try to look for all the checks. Let's calculate all the checks available. So one was this, another one is this, and they both are not working. Let's try to calculate other checks. How many other checks are available?
So one is Rook E5.
Yeah, and that's a checkmate, rook e5. See, because there is no escape square. So from here, the rook is guarding the e6 square as well, which is for the king, and also the f5 square also. So there is no escape square for the king, and king cannot capture the rook because rook is well guarded by the knight and the king. So that's a checkmate.
Okay, sir.
Understood?
Yes.
Okay, let's try once again. This one, white to move and checkmate in one move only. So always look for the escape square first. In these difficult positions, always look for the escape squares. And remember, white pawns are going this way and black pawns are going this way, okay? Remember this.
Okay.
So what should we do? Find the escape square. Is there any escape squares available?
There are no. Yes, sir. There are no escape squares available.
Yes. Which means we just have to find a check only, so that there would be checkmate. But
yes, sir. But if we do knight b7, this square will be c6 will be escape.
Yes,
square.
of course. See. I'll just tell you. If I play knight to b7, then see, c6 square would be enabled for the king. So that's why knight b7 is not a move. So find another one.
So bishop c7.
Yeah, bishop c7. See, now this is a checkmate because it cannot go here.
Yes, sir.
Knight is guarding it. It cannot go to light squares because bishop is guarding all the squares, and it cannot kill the bishop. Knight is guarding the bishop, and it cannot come over here because of course bishop is covering it. So there is no escape square, right?
Yes.
That's a checkmate. Very good, very good. Okay, now let's solve about this puzzle. So white to move, again checkmate in one move, and now be careful. Always look for the escape square. So try to figure out.
Bishop f6.
Yes, of course. See, bishop f6, checkmate, because there are no escape square for the black king. It cannot go over here and here because knight is guarding it. It cannot come to any of these files.
This rows.
Yes, because
This rows.
rook is covering that file. Very good, very good. Let's try another one. Okay, this one easy for you. Let's see, white to move, checkmate in one move only. This one is easy because there is only one check available. So you can do it.
Pawn.
Mm-hmm.
Pawn f4. F4.
Yes, of course. That's the only check available. Pawn f4. Checkmate. Very good. Let's try another one. Okay. This one. White to move. Again, checkmate in one move. So always look for the escape squares. Remember.
Rook h7.
Yes, very good. See, bravo. Rook h7, checkmate. There's no escape square for the black king. That's a checkmate. Okay. How about this one? This one is tricky. Let's see if you can find the answer. White to move and checkmate in one move only. Remember, white pawns are going this way and black pawns are going this way. Okay, remember this. Let's see now. You can find the move. Checkmate in one move.
White pawns are going which way? This way.
This way, see? Towards the 8th rank. And black pawns are going towards the 1st rank. Remember this.
Knight. Then yes.
So remember, always look for what I have told you.
Escape squares.
Escape square. So find escape square. How many escape squares are available right now for the black king?
1.
1. Which square it is?
h3.
h3, which means we have to cover the h3 square as well as the h2 square, which is the king's square. So how we can cover both the squares in one move only?
Queen h4, because the bishop cannot cut the queen. There will be a discoverable check.
Of course, see, very good, very good. You have found it. See, it becomes easy when you look for the escape square. It becomes very easy to find the move. See, queen h4, and because this bishop cannot capture the queen because this is pin. You say it as pin. Okay, this is known as pin. See, this bishop cannot come over here. Why? Because it's an absolute pin.
The rook is absolute pinned.
Pin, yeah. Rook is pinning that bishop. So the bishop is absolute pinned. Okay.
Pinned.
Very good. And suppose there is any other piece over here, then this bishop can go, because that's a relative pin.
Relative.
Okay? Yeah. Suppose there is a queen over here, then I can capture this queen with the bishop, because then there would not be a pin. There would be a pin, but that would be a relative pin. And relative pin, if there is any relative pin, I can move my piece. But if there is an absolute pin, then I cannot move the piece.
And sir, if rook is not there, there will be a mate in 2, because if it comes here.
Yeah, bishop will come over here, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Then it will be mate in 2 because queen into g3.
Yes, very good, very good. If the rook is not over here, then this bishop will come over here and the queen will then capture on g3. So there would be checkmate in 2 moves, right? Very good, very good. Nice. Now let me just switch to another puzzle, which is of course tricky. We'll solve it. The mate in 1 only. But let's see how much you are intelligent in. Okay, this one. White to move, again mate in 1 move. So keep your eyes open. Look for the activity of all the pieces.
Rook h8.
Yeah, this is easy for you. Very good. Rook h8. Because, see, bishop is supporting that rook. That's a long diagonal. Very good.
So the longest diagonal which dark squared rook can be on.
Yes, of course. Okay, this one again. White to move, mate in 1 move.
Queen. No. Knight h6.
Knight cannot come to h6. This is the h6 square.
No, sorry, g6. Knight
Yes,
g6.
knight g6. Yes, that would be checkmate. Knight to g6.
Discoverable check.
Discovered check. Yeah, this is known as discovered check. Very good. Okay. Now, okay, this one little tricky for you. White to move, mate in one move. Remember, white pawns are going towards 8th rank and black pawns going towards 1st rank. So, beware of that.
Oops. Rook h8.
Yes, very good. Rook h8, that's a checkmate. Because this knight cannot go over there. Why? Because
There's a absolute pin
absolute pin. Very good.
for
Very
the
good.
knight, which is made by the rook.
Yes, and why this bishop cannot come over here?
Because there's an absolute pin which is made by bishop.
Yes, very good, very good. Oh, let me just switch another puzzle. Okay, this one. Okay, so try to look for all the possibilities. So first of all, what we do? We always look for the escape square, right?
So there's no escape
So
square.
there is no escape square. So now we have to find a check in such a way so that there should be no change in the escape square. Now which check will work now? Find how many checks are available.
Pawn g4.
Okay, see, pawn g4 was a nice try, but that's not actually checkmate. Why? Because then
Because
black will have
h4.
yes, h4 would be an escape square. So that's why pawn g4 will not work. We have another checks available. Let's calculate them.
Bishop f6.
Bishop f6 or knight f6?
Knight f6.
Knight f6, yes. Knight takes f6, that would be checkmate. See, no escape square for the king. Very good, very good. Let me just switch another one. Okay, again tricky. White to move, checkmate in one move. Always look for the escape squares.
No escape squares.
So we have to find a check in such a way so that there should be no change in the escape square and the king is attacked.
Knight h4.
Bravo, bravo. Knight h4, checkmate. See, king is under attack and there is no escape square for the king. Okay, let me just switch another one. Okay, tricky, tricky. White to move, mate in one move.
Rook
Mm-hmm.
rook g6.
Yes, rook g6. Because the bishop cannot kill the rook. Why? Because
It's absolute pin.
absolute pin. Very good.
Rook.
And king cannot take the rook because bishop is supporting it. Right? Very good, very good. Okay. Let me be more tricky for you. This one. White to move, mate in one move. So if you remember the points, look for the escape squares.
There is one escape square. There are two escape
Okay.
squares.
Now figure out how we can cover both the squares. We have to cover this, both the square plus this square also, which is the king square. So we have to cover all three squares.
Knight c4, because there will be a discoverable check by the rook
Very
on
good.
e, and one square will be covered by queen and the other will be covered by the knight.
Very good, very good. Brilliant. See, all three squares are now covered and that's the checkmate. Very good. Okay. Now let me make another creative puzzle. Let's see how much creative you are. White to move and checkmate in one move. Now this one is interesting.
um, pawn should promote to a knight.
Yes, yes, of course. See, that's the checkmate. If I promote to a knight, now that's a checkmate because king does not have any escape square. This square is covered by the queen, and this square is covered by the bishop.
Bishop.
Very good. So sometimes we have to promote to other pieces as well. It's not forced that we always have to promote to a queen only.
Yes.
Right? Very good, very good.